Let's see. I think this might be good. Sure. Oh shit, I need my water bottle. This is a great camera angle. I got like 10, not 10 colognes, I got like 4 colognes in my hand. Here we go. Scott, what's going on? Here, let me get this set up real quick. That looks good. Just need to lower it a little bit. It's not what I wanted. Gotta have lighting. I think I need to change this to a slightly darker color, though. I like this. I like the warmer lighting. All right, let's see. Scott, what's going on? Willie, what's going on? And Diego, what's going on? How's everyone's day going so far? Scott says my scent of the day is Dylan Blue. Dylan Blue is good. Good choice there, Scott. Very good fragrance. That was like my signature scent my freshman year of high school. So it's a nostalgic fragrance for me. My fragrance of the day today is Burberry Brit. This is a fragrance that I got maybe almost 2 years ago at this point, and I didn't really like it that much when I first got it. Like, I thought it was just an okay fragrance, but as time has gone on, I have worn this fragrance more. I have worn it more and more. This is a 1.7 ounce bottle, and I've used, I don't know, maybe a fifth of this fragrance, which may not seem like a lot, but, you know, something like Game of Spades Full House, I've used like a fifth of. Granted, this is a 3.4 ounce, but, you know, I don't really have that big of dents in my fragrances unless it's something that I do really like. So I have worn this one a decent amount. Nice powdery rose fragrance. If you're looking for like an entry to rose for a like men's cologne, I think it's one of the best stepping stones, honestly. Burberry Brit, my fragrance of the day. If you have not smelt it, I highly recommend you try it. Diego, so let me know what all you want. Willie, can I let you know what I want to? And you can buy it for me? Scent of the day, Oud Satin Mood Clone. How is that one, Willie? And is it that, is it the Fragrance World Barakat one, or what one is it? Scent of the night is 2654 and Puerto Rico. I got 2654 right here. I had Puerto Rico. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, if I'm being honest. That's not saying that it was a bad fragrance. I just don't really like, mango, personally. I don't know. I wish I liked mango, because in like soaps and candles and stuff like that, I love the scent of mango. But all of the mango fragrances I have tried, so Puerto Rico, and Lattafa Jayeb Dubai Portrait, hated them both. Did not like them at all. Puerto Rico was significantly better than that Lattafa, and I think me starting off with a like $13 Lattafa mango fragrance kind of started me off wrong on mango, but I don't know. I've been trying to find some good mangoes. I've been thinking of the God of Fire DNA, because that's where a lot of people say is like, you know, a lot of people say that's the best mango DNA. Mikey, Messenger. I think I do. I was just messing with you, Willie. You don't have to get me anything. Or if you just want to talk to me on Messenger, sure. You can talk to me on Messenger. I don't care. We have expensive fragrance battles here. 8 fragrances, so this is going to be a shorter fragrance battle. Quick disclaimer, I'm going off retail prices for what an expensive fragrance is here, because, you know, these Joe Milanos are $80, $60 discounters, but retail, they're over $200. Same with this Mancera. Like, I got it for 70, but retail, it's like 180 or something like that. So I am counting these kind of all at their retail price. So yeah, I guess quick little disclaimer. Puerto Rico isn't bad, but very sweet for sure. Yeah, I didn't like it. It was good, but it was just for a mango cologne, it was the best I've ever tried. I just still didn't really like it. Let me get that Sunkissed Island King. You wish. Send us some decants to Grim, Brian, and Diego. I can send you some if you want. If you want to send me some, I'll always take decants. But I don't want you to feel like pressured into sending me any. I was just trying to mess with you a little bit. But I don't know. I'll always take decants. I'll never reject them. I do want to show you. Diego brought me into a perfect, or not Diego. Willie brought me into a perfect segue. I got a little sample in yesterday. This is, I know it's flipped. I think it's flipped at least. I don't think it shows you all the right way. But Amouage Reflection Man. I got a little, I don't know, 1 ounce sample, 2 ounce sample, something like that. This is one that I had requested off of Instagram. Every single time I see a fragrance brand post, hey, we have this fragrance. Do you want a free sample? I accept it every single time because really all you ever have to do is just like give them your email and then you'll get an email like in 5 seconds and they're like, hey, we're sending this to you. So, I got to try Amouage Reflection Man. It's woody, it's floral, and it's a little bit green. I do enjoy this fragrance. Now, it's a little under, I'd say it's around $250 for a 100 ml bottle. And I don't know, it's tempting at that price. I do think that I would like to try it. Get a full bottle of it, but at the same time, I would maybe like to try some clones of it first. I don't know. The only thing that does kind of mess with me is I put this fragrance on around 10 p.m. last night, or probably around 10 p.m. last night. And when I woke up at like 6:45, the first thing I did was I sniffed my hand. I could not smell it at all. Now, I know that that's 9 hours, and it's not fair to expect 9 hours longevity from a fragrance, but I feel like if this was going to last and project like a whole work day, a whole school day, something like that, I'd still be able to at least faintly smell it after 9 hours, and I couldn't smell anything. So that's what does make me kind of want to go the cheap route. I really, really like this fragrance. I think it's good. The price is really the only thing that does get to me, but Amouage Reflection Man, I know I've had a couple people ask me about it, not like an insane amount of people, but I can speak about it now. We are going to get on with the fragrance battles. We are going to organize these kind of the best that we can. So, for coconut fragrances here, tropical coconut fragrances, City Rhythm, Redline 2654, and Martha's Vineyard are going to be put together. For a good special, no, I was going to say a good special, yeah, for a special occasion fragrance, we are going to be pairing Mancera's Instant Crush and Dior Sauvage Elixir together. These are not going to be the best matchups, guys. I did not make these, didn't think these matchups through. Next, we are going to have Sospiro Vibrato matched up with Game of Spades Full House. Again, not the best matchups. And then this is kind of like a wild card one, but I suppose they're both kind of like woody floral fragrances. So Game of Spades Wild Card and City Rhythms Martha's Vineyard are going to be put up together. So that is the first round. We are going to get it started. Since King is talking about Sunkissed Island so much, we are not going to start with this Sunkissed Island matchup right here. We're going to start with the Martha's Vineyard matchup with City Rhythm Martha's Vineyard with Game of Spades Wild Card. Just eat Cheerios. Cheerios. People would care more. BMCK, you're still watching my stream, so I think if anything you care. Why is the writing like that? So we are going to have Martha's Vineyard going up against Game of Spades Wild Card. I don't know why some people just always have to say shit. It's like, dude, if you don't enjoy my live, you could just say, oh, I hate your live and then leave. I don't know. Like, obviously, just leave and just don't say something if you don't, like it. It's made with macabre oil. What is that, bro? Get Good GLT Elixir. I had it. I didn't think it was the best fragrance. Like, I had it and I didn't really end up wearing it. Game of Spades Wild Card, City Rhythms, Martha's Vineyard. Wild Card is a clone of Bond Number Nine's Lafayette Street. With this fragrance, you get some woods, you get some florals, you get some ambergris. Really, really nice, kind of easy wear sort of fragrance. It's almost like YSL Myself, but with a much more dense, woodsy, flowery vibe instead of that bright, uplifting, clean laundry. Still has a nice, clean laundry vibe to it. And City Rhythms, Martha's Vineyard, is a beautiful fragrance right here. With this fragrance, you get a black coconut note, you get plum, you get some driftwood, some musk, some tobacco. This is an extrait de parfum. It's also glittery. I don't love the glitter in here. I wish that like they could have gave you a glittery and non-glittery option. It does leave you a little bit glittery, so it does kind of make me feel a little bit girly when I wear this fragrance, but still smells good and I get a lot of compliments with it. Dior Sauvage Goated. Sauvage is still good. Sauvage is still good, especially if we're talking the elixir. Also, I want to apologize. This is literally as far down as I can move the pole. They used to have it where you could move the pole like crazy far down here. But yeah, they're just trying to mess us up with this. I don't know why they keep changing the poles. Dior Elixir ain't no special occasion. King, what? Yes, they are. What are these? These are fragrances. You have a lot of perfume. Thank you. I don't know if that was a compliment, but thank you. What's my favorite of all time? So I don't have it with me right now. It's in my room. I could grab it, but I'm just too lazy. It's Armani's Stronger With You EDT. Great fragrance. Stanford, what's going on? Let me get that Sunkissed King You Wish. Are fragrances for people who do not bath. I think it's funny because I don't know, for whatever reason, people have a perception that like people who enjoy fragrances just stink or do it because they want like attention from people. For me, I've just always been interested in fragrances, but I literally shower every single day. So I don't know about the other people in FragCom, but I shower every single day, and I understand that fragrances are just an addition, and you need, soap and stuff before you can actually smell good. Everyone vote for the Bond clone. No, King, you're wrong. Eros Flames My Scent. Great fragrance right there. Gold Flakes is wild. No, not gold flakes. Glitter flakes. I guess it kind of looks like gold flakes. But I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Glitter a little zesty. Don't mind me. Just got back from a walk. I'm chatting. Got back from break. Took a nice little walk. There you go, King. Wait, so King, are you at work right now or what? All right. Martha's Vineyard won 67% to 33%. Now, one thing I love about City Rhythms is they're all based off of a place. So this is Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, that this is supposed to be, or not supposed to be smelling like, but the kind of vibe it's supposed to be replicating. If you ever go to Martha's Vineyard, you know that that's kind of a like smaller retirement sort of place. A lot of like older people live there and they tend to have a lot of money. This scent reflects that nicely. It's a sophisticated fragrance. It does give off, I hate using the word, but an old money vibe. It's elegant and it doesn't really try too hard. So Martha's Vineyard ended up winning. Opinion on Ultramall. Great question, Randy. So I have that one. Again, it's just in my room. Great fragrance right there. That is my top complimented fragrance of all time. Woodsy, lavender, vanilla, some pear. You really cannot go wrong with it, Randy. Yeah, I'm at work. Got 30 more. Took a nice little walk. Got Chinese food. Beef and broccoli and some white rice. There you go. Old Money Mafia. What I miss? I don't really think you missed that much. Maybe the only thing you missed, we completed this, and Martha's Vineyard won over Wild Card, but you really didn't miss too much. Pass pass it on over, Crunkle. All right, bro. King was too hungry and he ate it all. Why? It keeps putting my poll as like a random. It's like a blue color. I don't want it to be blue. I don't want it to be blue. Here we have Full House going up against Vibrato. I honestly was thinking about just kind of pulling out like some of the more nostalgic fragrances for me and like my favorite fragrances. But I ended up kind of like getting a couple other fragrances. But primarily, like, these are a lot of my favorite fragrances, and they do tend to be the more expensive fragrances in my collection. I don't know if that has a direct correlation, but I just also wanted to point that out. Favorite freshie? Well, Randy, it's right here. This is Sospiro Vibrato. It's more expensive for a freshie, around a little less than 200 bucks, but you get a really nice juicy grapefruit with a nice bit of ginger in there as well. It's easy to wear. You can get a lot of compliments, and it's just a little beast. Smells so good, and yeah, I'm very, very happy that I ended up getting a bottle of this. So as I said with Vibrato, a lot of grapefruit, some ginger, some green notes, some woodsy notes. Really, really nice fragrance here. Why do I have Martha's Vineyard in my hand? And then Joe Milano's Game of Spades Full House is a clone of Louis Vuitton's Imagination. With Full House, you get a lot of citrus, you get a nice tea vibe. This fragrance really does focus on that tea vibe of Imagination and makes it a little bit more powdery. You don't really get that crazy soapy clean vibe, but you get it's focused on that citrus and tea. Yeah, great fragrance. I never really realized how much I did get the tea with this fragrance until somebody like pointed it out. I don't know if it was on a live or if it was in person, but they were like, "Do you get the tea?" And I smelt it, and like that's all I can smell now. Not all I can smell, but I can smell the tea a lot more. I think if you smelt this fragrance not knowing it had tea in it, you probably wouldn't sense it, but as soon as I like kind of remembered that there's a Tino in here, I could just freaking smell it. So two great fragrances here. Yeah, really, really good. Both fragrances are phenomenal. Let's catch up on comments here. Wait, no shiesty, no more Concoal, Sand's all gone. What's my favorite niches for the winter? So Martha's Vineyard, it's a great one. It's kind of a warm tobacco vanilla sort of fragrance with some nice florals. Um, that's kind of my only like winter niche fragrance, other than Mancera's Instant Crush, which is like cloning Baccarat Rouge. But those are kind of my two favorite. But I need more for the winter. I kind of have more like fresh tropical ones. Gotta do when they least expect a co-defendant. I think Imagination is a mid hot take. I'll agree with you on that. I think the actual thing Imagination is mid. I've smelt it. Like it smells good, but for the price, it's way too overpriced. Aqua Dubai and Full House are significantly better to me, at least, because they are a lot cheaper and still have that nice DNA. You smell like a mob boss with Vineyard? No, because like it's more unisex. Like it's just like a rich old, I don't want to say it, but it's like a rich like white, it's like a rich white woman. If it like, I don't know, like it almost kind of smells like something a woman would wear because it's kind of floral and woodsy, but it's just so like elegant at the same time that it's like, what am I even trying to say here? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's like super elegant, and it's kind of feminine, but it's more unisex, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But when I first smelt it, I thought that it was like crazy feminine and I thought it was a horrible blind buy. But then it kind of has gotten more and more masculine to me as I've continued to wear it and as I've continued to get more compliments. I agree. Imagination's definition of meh. Mancera atomizer best in the game. They're really, really good. Don't get Hindu Kush. Mancera's great atomizers. Cap Stainless. Bot sprays are best. Recently bought dark leather. Have you tried it? I have. I don't really like it, but I don't like leather. Just saw Imperial Valley best atomizer, 8 sprays in one. That one does have a great atomizer. Gotta have the Mob Boss or to back it up though. Exactly. Want to smell like a Mob Boss. Want to try Rayhan Terra. I feel like that Outlands DNA's Mob Boss. Dude, for me, if we're talking like a Mob Boss DNA, I would say it's either Sauvage Elixir or, I guess I'm glad I brought this one out now, or Latafa Assad Elixir. They both have like that super masculine DNA. You need merch. I would rock a MF hoodie, no cap. Dad, thank you for showing some support. I do need some merch. Let me know. Would anyone else in here rock a Micah Fragrance hoodie or a MF hoodie? Got the Mob Boss aura. Will you need to try it? Bod sprays. some of the bod sprays don't smell bad, and I love the packaging. I feel like if a brand could have that packaging, um, would have like that more kind of playful packaging, but with a good actual, um, with like a good actual fragrance. Not saying that like the bod sprays aren't good, because I smelled one that I thought was good, but I can't remember what it was. Vibrato one. Let's see what the ending is here. 67% to 33%. All right, surprising. Because I know a lot of people like Full House in that Imagination DNA. Favorite niches for winter. Not sure what notes you're looking for. Like a nutty scent would probably be good. So look into Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Extreme. I smelt that one the other day. It's a beautiful kind of like almost cola almondy sort of fragrance. It's so good. Pops. Diego, I'm getting Imagination on my next trip to Vegas. Dang, Stanford big baller. I think about doing a Rayhan haul. There's this one guy I know on well, I don't know him, but you know, I like we're mutuals on TikTok, and he has literally like every one of those Rayhan fragrances. Like he has Rayhan Elixir, Rayhan Terra, Rayhan Obsidian. I think that's what it's called. Rayhan, the Pacific one. What was it, Pacifica or whatever? Um, and then I think he has the red one too, whatever one that is. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. No problem. But I don't know. They look good. They look like they would be good fragrances, but I don't know. I mean, Rayhan kind of just came out of nowhere. Like I had not heard of Rayhan, um, until they kind of released Rayhan Elixir. I don't know if that is what put them on the map, but at least to me, it's what put them on my radar. Um, which L'Homme Ideal was it again? It's L'Homme Ideal Extreme. It's such a nice fragrance. It's less than $100. And I don't know. It's weird because apparently, um, I don't know. Apparently, like they are niche, but some people are confused on as why they're niche, because I guess Guerlain does make other products, so I don't know what does make them niche, but I know that technically they're niche. But check it out. I don't think you will be let down. It's a really good fragrance, at least to me. And it's like it's mature if you want it to be mature. If you want it to be more of like a youthful, playful fragrance, you can do that too. I don't want Obsidian. I don't like Dior Homme Parfum or Dior Homme Intense DNA. Too lipsticky. I liked the Intense DNA, but I didn't wear it. You know, I had a small bottle and I wore it one time. That was an issue with a lot of the fragrances in my collection, where it's like, I feel like maybe some fragrances now I would appreciate them more, but just at the time I didn't like them. Here we have Dior Sauvage Elixir. With this fragrance, you get lavender, you get a lot of some woods, you get a lot of pepper, you get a nice licorice root note, not licorice, but a licorice root note, which it's like herbal, a slightly bit medicinal, but in the best way possible. Here with Mancera's Instant Crush, we have a lot of florals. Yeah, you get a lot of florals. You get some saffron that kind of like stings your nose a little bit, a nice bit of vanilla. Um, it's pretty unisex. I will say, I think Sauvage Elixir is definitely going to be more better for, I guess that's not a good word. It's going to be better for someone looking for a traditionally masculine fragrance, but Instant Crush just kind of flows through the air and can grab compliments from anybody. So they're both great fragrances. Instant Crush, mid. I mean, and that's the thing, you know, everything does go up to opinion. In my experience, Instant Crush is one of the best bang for your buck fragrances in all of creation. It gets me really, really good compliments, and it has great performance. And, you know, the beautiful thing with fragrances is I can say, oh, I love Instant Crush, and King can say he loves Instant Crush, but Ibby can say, I don't like Instant Crush, and that's fine. Inst You're looking for a cherry scent too. If I'm not mistaken, Ibby, the Guerlain I recommended does have cherry in it. If not, at least to me, it smelt like cherry. Now, one thing you do need to understand is, cherry oils are not actually used to make a cherry scent. Normally, at least, it's an almond oil. So something that does have almond in it will come across a little bit cherry-like. Like if you've ever smelled almond extract, it smells like cherry. That's why for some recipes that go for like a kind of cherry taste, they use almond extract. Is Boadicea unisex? Thought it was feminine, not gonna lie. Boadicea, cherry ink, cherry punk, wet liquor, venom and love. Need to go on. Love Instant Crush. Yeah, I love Instant Crush too. It's great. And I mean, dude, it's like I don't know. It's crazy for $70 full bottle. You know, I think Guerlain is primarily fragrance. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It could be that because like I don't know. I mean, if we want to have an uncomfortable conversation, let's talk about how Latafa is technically niche. Let's talk about how Cadlage is niche. Let's talk about how a lot of these houses that people will say are just cheap fragrances are actually niche houses. I don't know. The freaking stupid terminology within fragrances has kind of gotten out of hand a little bit. You have niche fragrances and now you have ultra niche fragrances and stuff. And it's like, it makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I haven't tried enough ultra niche. I guess I haven't tried any ultra niche fragrances. But maybe if I try one, then I'll be like, oh my god, this is an ultra niche. But I have no clue. It seems dumb, dude. Oh, safe blind buy for Instant Crush. I mean, I think it's pretty safe. I had never tried it before, and I bought it. It was like $70 on Joma Shop. One of my best blind buys. It gets me a lot of compliments, and it lasts a long time. However, I don't know. It is kind of it's unisex, so maybe to you it could come across a little feminine. If you like the Baccarat Rouge DNA and you think you could pull it off, though, I would highly recommend you try it. Instant Crush on my skin smells slightly off. Interesting. Amazing. How many fragrances branch from the 540 DNA? Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of DNAs like that, Like even the Hugo Boss bottled DNA, that's inspired. Parfum Marley Layton, Killian's Angel Share, City Rhythms Austin, all the clones of Angel Share technically were started by that. Gotta try Vanille Mafonja? I don't know how to even Mafonja. Absolute banger. People say Instant Crush has the same backbone as Oud for Glory. I've heard that too, and I think it's because it's kind of like that saffron, like that it's that saffron that kind of holds them all together. Like Oud for Glory, Instant Crush, and Arabian's Tonka are always kind of like grouped in together. It must be because they have like that kind of distinct stingy floral side. I'm sure you can actually Baccarat to add that to my cart. So you're getting a Baccarat or what? Cheap, Obsidian, Black Cherry, Paris Corner. That sounds good. Y'all, we need one person to vote on this. We need one person to vote on this and break the tie. So if you've never accomplished anything in your life and you want to accomplish something and make a change, vote and you can make a change today. Whoever did that, ooh. Oh, dang it. Now another person. Oh, okay. But they voted for Instant Crush. All right. To those 2 people who voted, you guys, to those 3 people who voted, you guys made the difference today. Right at the end, those 3 people who voted, I love each and every one of you. All right. Instant Crush ended up winning 56% to 44%. Surprising. I was thinking Sauvage Elixir would have took that one. If you guys have not, please make sure you drop a sub and drop a like. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a brand new bottle of Latafa Kamarkawa. And all you have to do is be subscribed and enter the giveaway when I hit 5K. It doesn't cost anything, so make sure to drop a sub. New to this whole fragrance thing, hella interesting. Yeah, it's very, very interesting for sure when you're first getting into it. But I feel like that's what, really does draw people in. How truly interesting fragrances can be and the fragrance game. Best Dolce & Gabbana I'll say best Dolce & Gabbana fragrance I've ever tried would have to be Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Summer vibes, I want to say. If that's a grapefruit one, summer vibes. It's so good. Let's see. This is Sunkissed Island going up against Redline 2654. I always wonder if, like whenever I write out 2654, if people read it in their head as 2654 or 2654. Thunder put the beats on the Rockets. It was pretty close when I was watching it early, but then Thunder took, it was like 70 to like 85 or something when I had stopped watching because I saw it when I was at dinner. Light Blue Forever, Grapefruit Heavy. It might be that one. I think maybe then. Never tried either, so it's good, but you got to for sure get the dry down. All right, so I understand that maybe a lot of people have not tried these fragrances, so I'm going to try to recommend. I'm going to, explain them to you and try to get you as familiar as I can with. This is a Haroff Sunkissed Island. It's a beautiful fragrance. It starts off a little bit sunscreeny, and as it dries down, you get this beautiful lime that starts coming through the dry down. You get a nice, a super, super nice tequila accord. You get some florals. You get a beautiful coconut milk note. It's not a coconut note. It's a coconut milk note. You get a skin musk note. It's so good. As I said, like kind of a bright, uplifting sunscreen in the beginning with a boozy, tropical dry down. Super, super good fragrance. Now, this is a limited edition fragrance, right? This was only $150 when I had gotten a bottle. Well, I actually wasn't able to buy it, so one of my fans bought it for me, and then I ended up paying him back for it. But when one of my fans bought me this bottle, it was $155. Now this fragrance is worth over $400. Crazy. But it is a beautiful fragrance. I would like to try some clones of it, and I need a clone of it or two so I can stretch out this bottle because these are not coming back. And then, of course, we have good old City Rhythm Redline 2654. With this fragrance, this is a much more straight up tropical coconut sort of fragrance. A lot of coconut. You get a hibiscus note, if I'm not mistaken. At least Miami has a hibiscus note. To preface this, this is a blend of City Rhythm, San Diego, and Miami. Two beautiful fragrances. Miami, it's this boozy, floral, sweet coconut sort of fragrance. In San Diego, it's this citrusy vanilla sort of fragrance. You combine them together, super citrusy with a lot of coconut, a nice tad bit of florals. You get a lime note, you get a sea salt note, some ambergris. Super, super nice fragrance. And I don't know what in this fragrance smells like it to me, but something going on in this fragrance smells like a Blue Jolly Rancher to me. So both of these fragrances are great. We are going to end this. And dang, King is going to be sad. City Rhythm Redline 2654 won 67% to 33%. Supposed to be my co-defendant. We always vote Sunkissed. Sunkissed is overhyped. Stanford, have you tried? Well, actually, I guess never mind. Rephrasing my question. Do you own a bottle of Sunkissed Island, or did you just like try it at one point? Voted 2654. Any 10 out of 10 recommendations? Yes. City Rhythm Redline 2654. Beautiful tropical coconut fragrance. Sospiro Vibrato, beautiful grapefruit and ginger fragrance. And this is a really good cheapie that I got in the other day. Lattafa Caid El Farsan Untamed. This is cloning Versace Eros Najim. I'm kind of nose blind to everything right now. But wow, it's a really, really good fragrance. You do kind of get this synthetic oud in the opening, but then it dries down to this beautiful caramel orange. Whew, so good. Imagine like a caramel orange Versace Eros. I mean, that sounds really dumb because it's cloning the caramel orange smelling Versace Eros, but if you never smelled Najim, it's literally the Eros DNA with a lot of orange and caramel. So this is just a good cheapie, in my opinion. And then Collage Island Dreams. This is like a super bright, fizzy grapefruit ginger sort of fragrance. Kind of smells like a white monster to me. YSLY or YSL myself, Eau de Parfum. I don't really need to explain that one. It's just a clean, easy wear sort of fragrance. And Lattafa Sad Elixir, sexy, spicy sort of fragrance. I've seen you talk about this and you have some research, can't find a tester. Yeah, so Luke, yeah, they're a small indie niche brand. You might be able to find some fragrance brands that do offer a tester. Like I believe Olfactory, you can buy a little travel atomizer. But primarily you are going to have to buy bottles. Voda Sunkissed got 2 bottles, so it's like a real layer. Yes, King. It's literally a whole layering combo in itself. Luke, City Rhythm, small indie niche, yeah. 6-7, hell yeah. How about 150 to spend? So, yeah, I mean, all those that I kind of recommended, like Vibrato, that's about 170. Redline is about 160, so a little bit over budget. But all the other ones I showed are in your budget for sure. OG 3040 for a 4 ounce. So Eros meets Scandal EDT. I never tried Scandal EDT, so I really don't know. Uh, have Kite Elf on regular straight juicy pineapple. Yeah, and I have the regular one too. Great pineapple fragrance. But I knew I had to get this one because the original Kite Elf I paid like 17 bucks for or something. And this was on sale on Amazon. It was like 13 bucks and it was shipped and sold by Amazon. So it's, the legit fragrance. But yeah, 13 bucks for this is what I got it for. Such a steal. All right, here we have City Rhythms, Martha's Vineyard. Well, it's not spelled Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vines Yard. Martha's Vineyard going up against Sospiro Vibrato. Great fragrance matchup right here. These were like my 2 big niche pickups of 2025. I want to say they were like my only niche pickups of 2025. Well, no, and then I got Sunkissed Island more towards the end of the year. But I picked Martha's Vineyard up for my birthday, and I was convinced I wasn't going to buy any fragrances for a while. And then my buddy was like, hey, I have Vibrato. I don't like it anymore. Do you want it? So I bought this from him. But yeah, I bought these 2 fragrances within like a week of each other. I thought I was like the fucking dude. I pulled up to school rocking these. They're great fragrances, but yeah, I'll never forget like how much of a high I felt after I bought both of these fragrances. But Martha's Vineyard by City Rhythm, this is a beautiful fragrance, right? You get a lot of vanilla, you get coconut, you get plum, you get some driftwood and some tobacco. If you guys know who Grimm is, which if you don't, y'all need to get educated, but Grimm put me onto this, and I won't lie, right? I thought this was a bad blind buy because I thought it was too feminine at first, but it's grown on me and it gets me really, really good compliments. And so Spiro Vibrato right here, another good fragrance. I knew I wanted this one ever since I smelt it. People hate when I say it, and this doesn't even mean it's a bad thing because I love this fragrance. This is your niche version of Dior Sauvage. It is so versatile, it is so easy to wear, and it can get you great compliments, but it's such a simple DNA. It's grapefruit, it's ginger, it's some ambroxan, if I'm not mistaken, some green notes, and some woodsy notes. It's not a complicated DNA, but it gets the job done. Such a good fragrance right here. Both of these fragrances are great. Got a few niches in 25. King, you did. What? You got like 10 niche fragrances or something like that? Dang, I spilled water all over myself. La Uno Fragrance World Dupa Light Blue. That's just in 2025. Congo Flexing. You know, any grape scents? So to me, Rasasi Hawas Ice kind of smells a little bit grapey to me. But there's this one, I can't remember what the brand is, but someone told me it straight up smells like, it's Silver Scent, I want to say. I think is what it's called. Silver Scent something. But apparently it smells like grape. Got 10 to 11 in total niche. There you go. Well, but also what? You got 2 bottles of Sunkissed Island. Santi, I don't know. Grape Essentially, Lotus Sense with a winey accord. All right, so that was interesting. So Spiro Vibrato started off hot, but City Rhythm Martha's Vineyard did catch up to it pretty much. Of course, Vibrato pulled away with the lead. So the last matchup of this second round is going to be Monserrat's Instant Crush going up against City Rhythm Redline 2654. Oh my god, I don't want to change the theme. Redline 2654. No, not 2644. Also, y'all, just want to let you guys know, I'm going to be bald here in like next couple of weeks. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for a bald Micah. Vibrato is so nice. Grapefruit, floral, powdery, similar to Tiger Sense. Lemescente, exactly. Think 24 got Mancera and Zerja first niche so in September. Everything else this year. Summer Ming technically niche too. That is true. That is true. I didn't think about that too. I guess because what it's like better fragrance world or whatever. Here we have City Rhythm Redline 2654. This fragrance, you get a buttload of citrus, you get a nice bit of vanilla, you get a coconut note, very, very good fragrance. You get some boozy notes as well. I believe there's rum in here if I'm not mistaken. Such a good fragrance. And then Mancera's Instant Crush, it's a clone of Baccarat Rouge. Pungent, floral, vanillic, ambery sort of fragrance. Now, King knows what's up with this fragrance. He knows what's up with this fragrance. He bought it. He told me, hey, Micah, this is gas. I trusted him. And he was telling the truth. This is a gas fragrance right here. Mike, you're going bald? Why are you going bald? So, for anyone who doesn't know, my girlfriend was recently diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma about a month ago, back in December. And so she's been doing her chemo treatments. Some of her hair is falling out. So me and a decent amount of people in her family and some people in my family are, gonna... Sorry, my cat just scared me. We're gonna shave our heads off. We're gonna shave our heads off, guys. We're gonna shave our hair off. When she has to shave all of her hair off. But I'm not just like gonna be rocking a bald head. Have a beanie coming in the mail. I'm gonna be rocking that primarily. We got it around the same time. Yeah, because King bought it and then he got it in time, but he gets his shipments a lot quicker than mine because he's way closer to Joma Shop than I am. But he got it. He was like, hey, it's good. I had some money. And so again, it was like $70, so it really wasn't bad. So I bought it and I really, really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. I bought this and Arabian's Tonka at the same time. Loved Arabian's Tonka, loved this. Then I fucking hated Arabian's Tonka after I tried it for the first time. It's a horrible fragrance. Bought a lot of fragrances during that time when you got Mancera. Yeah, King, you were on a roll because you got that, you got LeBeau, you got that Zerjov, and you were talking, you're talking Sauvage Elixir, Sauvage Elixir. I was convinced you were going to get Sauvage Elixir next. Me and Joma shop in the same city and it still takes them a week. Yeah, but bro, it takes them like 2-3 weeks to get to me. I respect you for that, man. Thank you, Ibby. Get better, Hollis. Yes, exactly. Mike, you didn't like Arabian's Tonka. So I loved it at first, but I don't know. It smelled like a bar mat. Like you know how if you're at a bar or whatever, they'll have like where you make the drinks, there's a little mat that catches everything, all the melted ice, all the spilt liquor, all the spilt mixer and stuff. It has like a little drain. It's literally like if you took that, poured it into a little fragrance thing, and just sprayed it. It's like just bad alcohol. It was not good. City Rhythm San Diego is one of my favorites. Redline 2654 is a combination of San Diego and Miami. I've never straight up smelt San Diego. I smelt it on my buddy's skin, but I can never really smell it on his skin. But this is great. It really makes me want to try San Diego. Remember, it was my birthday during the time. Yeah, exactly. Stanford got to get my nose on that. How you know what that smells like? You go into bars. Well, my mom, for a long time growing up, she used to be a bartender. So before, like, everyone would come in, sometimes, like, we go in and she could make us, like, a Shirley Temple or something. Can't read. Work at the office. So I don't think Instant Crush would be the best for office use, but if you're not going to do that many sprays, I don't think it would hurt. Wrist Memento does the exact same thing for like 30 anyway. You not like Arabian's Tonka, not as much as a fan. Yeah, I just didn't like it. Oh man, Micah, that smell. I work at the airport, so I know what you're talking about. But Arabian's Tonka smells luxurious, sweet, vanilla, ambery oud. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. Like, it was way too strong. It just really wasn't my cup of tea. And literally, I did 2 sprays, one on the front of my neck, one on the back of my neck, and I went to school, and it was like I was like farting in class. Like, literally everyone just kept telling me that I stunk. Like, I felt like I had just, like, shit my fucking pants. And I was just walking around wafting shit in people's face. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. It was the worst experience ever. I'm like, oh, hey, you want some of the shit fragrance going in your nose? Like, I felt horrible. I felt so bad for everyone in my class because they just, like, people were covering their noses and shit. They're like, oh, it's too strong. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, I can't escape the shit smell. I'm in it. I am that smell, dude. All right, last matchup here. We have City Rhythm Redline 2654 going up against Sospiro Vibrato. Great fragrance matchup right here. And this is the last matchup. War Sample Arabian Song got so many compliments. Your homegirl ordered a bottle because she liked it so much. If you don't like Imagination, should you still Vibrato? Yeah, it does not have the same imagination. Your Touch, I've not tried that one, Raheen. Arabian Song way too loud for the school. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I was told by Barry, right? Barry had Arabian Saga. He's like, yeah, I do 6 sprays and then I go to school. So I'm like, oh, dude, yeah, two sprays, I'm fine. I don't know if like Barry just like he might be homeschooled or something. He's not doing 6 sprays. I can tell you that much. He was setting me up for failure. I'm going home. There you go, King. Good boy. Ibby, Stanford. I didn't mean that, King. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. Did 6 sprays. I slightly regret it. Dang. Thought Barry had chocolate greedy. No, it's Brian who had chocolate greedy. Sounded like he had cooked with Arabian's Tonka. Dude, it was bad. It was bad. It was so bad. All right. Here we have Sospiro Vibrato. Grapefruit, ginger, some green notes, some woodsy notes. Super, super nice fragrance. And then with City Rhythm Redline 2654, you get a lot of lime, you get coconut, you get like a Blue Jolly Rancher sort of vibe. You get, I said coconut, you get a lot of citrus, a nice bit of vanilla. Both of these fragrances are very, very good. Now, the thing is, more of a everyday sort of fragrance. Dress this one up, dress it down, go Vibrato. More of a flirtatious, sexy summer sort of fragrance, go City Rhythm Redline. Now, the beautiful thing with City Rhythm Redline is even though, you know, you would look at the notes and you'd think, yeah, it's a very tropical fragrance. It is. But it's an extrait de parfum, so it packs some punch. So even if you want to wear this one in the cool weather, you for sure can. And Vibrato, I don't feel like has that issue either. It has enough strength that if you just throw on enough, you know, sprays of Vibrato, it'll go, you know, it'll project well during the winter. But Vibrato, dang, 80% to 20%. We're gonna let this sit for a little bit. Start putting in your guys' last comments because I am gonna get going here soon. We need Barry to come back. We do need Barry to come back. I miss him. D&D, what's going on, man? How's your day going? I am the smell, bro. Literally, like, I felt so bad specifically for this one girl. She was in the first period class I walked in. She made it clear I did not smell good. You know, she did not think I smelled good. She made that shit clear. Then she's in my class after that class too. So we're done. We were on like a field trip. Like we walked down to this like little nature reserve from our school. And this girl was still telling me I smelled bad. And she's walking in front of me saying that she can smell me. I don't know if she was just kind of bitching, but I kind of felt bad because I felt like, I don't know, everyone made me feel like I was literally killing them with my fragrance. Need a bottle of Arabian Tonka. And you're right, King. Barry does spray his clothes, but even fucking 6 sprays of Arabian Tonka, way too strong. Even, like, I think if you do 6 sprays of Arabian Tonka, it'll take you like 4 washes to get that out. Dark Vanille from Montal's good. Tonka better, Diego. Why is my luck so bad? What do you mean you're about to end the live? D&D, don't worry. We still got a couple minutes. You smoke good, Mike, no matter what. Thank you, D&D. Prefer Tonka. First time wearing at a trip is crazy. Well, no, like we weren't on like a bus or anything. Like we literally just walked like a quarter mile away from our school. Will, what's going on? Happy New Year's to you as well. Barack, what's going on? How's your day going? Um, I would say whatever one of these wins, like I'll just wear, but I don't know because I also might give my girlfriend the option of what I wear. I'm sure she won't be mad if I'm like, oh hey, vibrato won in the fragrance battle. Should I wear it? Because she really does like vibrato, but I don't know. I could also end up putting on something else. Sounds like she need to chill out. Exact. I mean, like, I don't know. I just kind of felt bad in general because I knew that my fragrance was strong, but also it did kind of make me a little annoyed when she's like in front of me and she's like, "Oh my god, it's so strong." It's like dude, the wind is blowing in my face back. I know you cannot smell me, but I don't know. What was your guys' fragrance of the day? My fragrance of the day today, Burberry Brit. Really nice fragrance right here. This is when you first went channel. Bro, what? Wore Toy Boy on a college trip in a van. Ooh. That probably wouldn't be good. Dude, Brian loves Toy Boy. Brian loves Toy Boy. I gave him my bottle. Well, I didn't give him my bottle. Traded him my bottle. And he loves that thing. He really, really loves it. Son of the night, Micah. Diego, pay attention, man. No, I'm kidding. Burberry Brit. Really, really nice powdery rose fragrance. Dan Girls being dramatic, exactly. Nice Warp Wasp Ice, great fragrance. Put that baby oil away. Jay, if you don't get out of my comment section, I'm gonna use that baby oil on you. All right, bro. Gonna head out mad late in the UK. Take care, bro. Subbed up. EB, I appreciate it. Have a good night. Sunday night, Louis Vuitton Imagination. Stanford, you lucky duck. You just have a little sample of it or what? Toy Boy smells like tamarind to me. Interesting. I smelled tamarind or had stuff that's like that flavor. Maybe I could say. Wait, or is tamarind something else that I'm thinking of? I don't know. I have no clue. Ayo, King, you didn't hear that. Tried Ultramon Hawas Ice together. Love it. Ooh, if you're asking if I tried that layering combo yet, no, I have not tried that layering combo, but I do think it would be really, really good. You have a 10 ml decant. Gotcha. Was a fragrance event in Egypt? Damn. Tamarind. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Diego. Yeah. What are you doing with that baby oil, bro? It's not baby oil. You like Burberry Hero EDT? Yeah, it's a good fragrance for sure. All right, y'all. As I said, I do got to get going here soon. I really appreciate the support. If you guys have not, please make sure to drop a sub, drop a like. I just dropped a brand new long form video, my review and first impressions of Amouage Reflection Man. Yeah, we're stepping it up here on this channel, you know. No little baby stuff here, you know. We got freaking Amouage Reflection Man. So, if you guys have not, please make sure to go watch that long form video, stream it up. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all. Of course, you got to go around that baby oil. Okay, Jay, you're weird. I don't know what your issue is. You're talking about some weird baby oil. I'm 17. If you're an adult, that's really, really weird. You kind of seem a little bit like a pedo right now. Reflection Man is fire. Yes, it is fire. It is fire. And I think the only thing that does mess with me is the price. So I think if it was a little bit cheaper, it'd be like a 10 out of 10 fragrance. I'd be recommending it to everyone. But the one thing I will say about this, it's good if you have the money to kind of throw away at it. I'm not saying that you're going to be wasting your money if you buy this at, you know, $250, but just understand that it probably could be a little bit cheaper than for what it is, but it's still a very good fragrance. What ended up winning here? Vibrato ended up winning. So I might wear this one tomorrow. It just depends what Hollis is feeling. Good first niche to get. Honestly, Brock, I would say City Rhythm Redline 2654. Like, super, super nice, mass appealing. It lasts long, projects super nicely. I'm home. Welcome back, or welcome home, King. Amouage Fire. Jackson, what's going on? This is not Outlands, no. And I haven't tried Outlands, but Reflection Man, really good fragrance. Don't get mad at me, you sailing baby oil. You don't know how to type, and you're just weird, bro. Jay is making me hop off stream, guys. He's making me feel uncomfortable, so yeah. This is why I'm hopping off stream, guys. Brock, Ocean Noir by Michael Malone. I've heard that one's good. Okay, thanks. Ordered Decant 2654 Martha's Vineyard. They get here tomorrow. Hey, Brock, definitely let me know let me know what you think about them, because to me they're great fragrances. Outlands is nice too. I want to try it. I've heard it's not mass appealing though. Outlands for 470 is wild. It does seem crazy. It makes, Reflection Man for 250 seem like really, really good. Should you sample it, Diego? Aukleaf, I don't know if that's how you say it. Aukleaf, what's going on? All right, I think that's going to do it for the live. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. As always, new shorts coming tomorrow. Drop my new long form today. And you can watch any of my old videos if you guys want to show some support. Mr. D&D, have a good night. Diego, have a good night. Stanford, have a good night. Aukleaf, have a good night. I already read that. Brock, have a good night. I already said Diego. Stanford, if I didn't say it. I think I said Stanford. D&D King. I guess even Baby Oil J can get a good night. I think that's everyone. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Peace, everyone.